Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. In today's video, I will be going over the new 4K Ultra HD announcements and pre-orders for December 5th, 2025. Direct Amazon links to the titles in this video when they are live can be found on the channel's community page. Vinegar Syndrome announced some partner label releases coming in December, and there's a couple of variant slipcovers of previously released titles included here, beginning with The Sadness, as well as East End Hustle. Both of these are the same discs released previously, just with new slipcover variants. Vinegar Syndrome also announced a 4K release of The Dam Busters coming sometime in December, as well as A Candle for the Devil. Kino also unveiled some artwork for some upcoming January releases: The Mirror Cracked on 4K, which will be out on January 6th, and coming January 20th, Evil Under the Sun. Another January 20th release, Jeffrey Rush starring in Shine, will be available for the first time on 4K. And MVD has announced a release date update for their upcoming 4K of Rockers. This is now coming out on February 10th. The 4K edition of Shout Factory's The Big Heat was announced in last week's video, but we now have their official release date of February 10th. Over on Kino website, they have officially dated some of their upcoming February releases, beginning with the long-anticipated Somewhere in Time. This will be out on February 10th, and Kino will also have Dead Again coming to the 4K format on that day. And 1 week later, on February 17th, Ray is officially coming to 4K from Kino. All three of these are up for pre-order over at Kino website, and other online retailers will follow suit shortly. Shout Factory also has some additional 4K releases coming out in the month of February, with the February 17th Steelbook release of Dead Silence. A Steelbook release of Child's Play 2 is also coming out the same day. February seems to be the month of Steelbook re-releases from Shout Factory, as Brotherhood of the Wolf is also coming to 4K in Steelbook form. A Steelbook re-release of Guy Ritchie's Wrath of Man will also be available from Shout. And an actual new offering from Shout Factory in the month of February, Nightcrawler on 4K, seems to be only available as a non-exclusive Steelbook. MVD is releasing not one, not two, but three Jean-Claude Van Damme films on 4K February 17th, with Knockoff coming to the format, and Double Impact will also be released. And last but certainly not least, Lionheart is coming to 4K from MVD. Kino also unveiled the official artwork for their upcoming February 24th release of Ilsa, the Tigress of Siberia. February 24th will also see the Kino release of Port of Shadows on 4K. Shout Factory has the 4K release, also talked about in last week's video, of Prison on Fire 1 and 2, and this is coming out at the end of February. Radiance Films announced their latest 4K release coming out on March 24th. Cutter's Way will be available. And it looks like retailer listings have a March 24th release for Shout Factory's upcoming Hail Caesar. Expect official artwork in the coming weeks. And we now have artwork for the upcoming 4K Steelbook release of the Running Man reboot. Now, this was actually featured in a previous video, but we now have confirmation it is a Walmart exclusive, but there is also a standalone non-exclusive Steelbook also coming out the same day. We still don't have the official release date, but I would expect sometime in January or early February. And for those that have been itching to finally finish your Scream 4K collection Steelbook set, Lionsgate appears to be readying a potential 4K release sometime in the first quarter of 2026. Kino announced some 4K releases coming out sometime in the future, as both Mississippi Burning as well as The Island are reportedly getting 4K releases. Of course, no official release date yet, but I will update that information as it becomes available. Now, officially in theaters as of this weekend and currently up for pre-order, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 will in fact be coming to 4K. Now, this should be available as both a standard and a Steelbook release, and I will feature the Steelbook artwork in a few moments in the international section. It's time to go over this week's international announcements and pre-orders, and as a reminder, most 4K discs are region-free. Coming out on December 11th in Germany from Turbine, Daylight will be arriving on the 4K format. Now, unlike the version released here in the States from Kino, this appears to be supervised by director Rob Cohn and will also, in fact, support a new Dolby Atmos track. Also coming from Turbine over in Germany on December 11th, 2022's Hellraiser will be getting a 4K release in several different editions. It will be available as a Steelbook, as well as 4 MediaBook editions, All 4 of these, plus the Steelbook, will be available exclusively from Turbine. All of these are now currently up for pre-order over at Turbine's website. And coming from the UK on January 19th, they will be getting their own editions of Black Phone 2, which will be available as a slipcover and a Steelbook release. And February 2nd, HMV will have their own exclusive Steelbook of F1, and this is currently up for pre-order over at the HMV website. Coming to the UK on February 16th, Hammer Films' Stolen Face will be arriving on the 4K format. And while MVD is releasing Double Impact here in the States, 88 Films in the UK will have their own version, and this is scheduled to come out February 23rd. Radiance Films is also releasing Cutter's Way on 4K in the United Kingdom. This will be out on March 23rd. In addition to that, Radiance Films will also have Underworld Chronicles coming to 4K. In addition to a domestic US release, the UK will also have their own version of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 on 4K. No release date yet, of course, but this will be getting a slipcover and a steelbook, as you see pictured here. I expect the domestic US release to have the same artwork, and I'll update that in a future video. So those are this week's new 4K Ultra HD announcements and pre-orders for the week of December 5th, 2025. Don't forget to check my channel's community page. I will post direct links to the titles in this video as they become live. But now I want to hear from you. What did I talk about this week? Are you planning to pick up for yourself? Sound off down below. And of course, I want to thank my Patreons for your continued support. It is very much appreciated. If you would like to support me through Patreon, I will leave a link in the description of this video. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.